Hello everyone, welcome back to Trade Night, and today let's talk about market and what the fuck is happening in United States. Basically, as you all know, Trump announced those tariffs on every fucking country, mostly in the world, even on some kind of McDonald's islands. Of course, I understand there's people that in YouTube or TikTok says, why the fuck are you announcing tariffs, 10% tariff on island that where nobody lives? Yeah, but those islands, uh, Australia owns that island, and if that island doesn't have a tariff on it, then that means that Australian producers or manufacturers will move their business from Australia to that island, and then they will ship to US without a tariff, without a tax. So that's why. But most importantly about the market and really what is happening. Basically, we have lost 10% again. Basically, it's 20% drop from the all-time high, but at the moment, yeah, 10%, but it's just in 2 days. Today was NFP and non-farm payrolls, and actually they came out worse than expected. Unemployment rate is going higher. Basically, it was forecasted the 4.1, I think, and it came out 4.2. Yeah, it came out 4.2, so that's bad. Wages stayed the same, and employment rate actually increased. So yeah, but the thing is, those news didn't even affect the market because we don't see any kind of spike. These news were announced right here, and often when the NFP comes out, market makes crazy moves. But even now, market didn't react to the news because we had already this kind of a heavy drop. And yes, I understand Trump's agenda, but at the same time, is it a good for long term? Trump says that he will impose these tariffs for longer period of time, so he can, let's say in 2 years, that when America will be wealthy as a country, just as a government, then they will cancel income tax, which is huge if they really will do it. But I don't really think that that's possible. When you place a tariff on mostly every country, let's say a company like Walmart, they will, at the moment, they ship most of their products from China. And what do you think, who pays the tariff? It's not the government, it's not the China. China isn't paying tariff. The one who is paying tariff is a consumer, which means that, let's say, Walmart imports the product into US to sell them. They put it on their shelves. They need to pay a tariff on it. So they pay a tariff on it because they're importing something from China. The thing that they are shipping and putting on their shelves means that it will be at increased price. Walmart needs to make a profit. So you as a consumer will be buying shit or whatever you're buying at Walmart at an increased price. It's just how it works. Walmart needs to make a profit. So, but that's in shorter period of time. What Trump wants is that Walmart or any other manufacturer or huge company, huge organization starts to manufacture inside US, and that will grow heavily America's economy, and it will become very wealthy. But at the same time, at the moment, do we need that? This kind of a risk, because we can go in a recession and even deeper than that. These kind of tariffs haven't been applied. You need to understand, these kind of tariffs haven't been applied since 1930. Was the last time when there was tariffs in this scale. So yeah, we are in very, very concerning moment. Of course, me as a trader, I don't give a fuck what happens. I will trade sells, I will take buys, I don't care. Sells. Beautiful sells. I can take a sell, I don't care. My strategy shows me bearishness, then I will follow bearishness, vice versa. But overall, at the moment we are in a very bad place. We will probably have, Wall Street says that we have 60% of possibility to go into a recession, which in my opinion, we will go into a recession, America especially, because inflation is going higher, everything will cost higher because of the tariffs. And yeah, and wages doesn't go up at the moment. And by the way, China imposes 34% additional tariffs on US imports. So we are literally in a trade war. So what happens with those pension funds when you look at the stock market at the moment? That's for me is crazy what Trump is doing, and at the scale, especially at the scale of this, because for example, this job was just a 10% job, but this is a 20%, okay, 16% job. To be honest with you, for us to see bullishness, I hope all this was just for a negotiations with other countries. He threatens them with tariffs, he puts on tariffs, they come up with a good deal for America, and Trump accepts the deal, and tariffs goes away. And all this was just for negotiations. You never know. You never know. And Trump is a businessman, and I don't think he will deliberately go into a recession. So in fucking 2 months of his term, 3 months, sorry. So yeah, at the moment, for me, on technical side, I don't see anything, just the bearishness. If you look just as on S&P, all of the markets basically are looking the same. But if you're looking at S&P, we have, as you know, I like to trade MBs, or let's say structure breaks, or whatever you want to call them. It's not that important, but I want to see all of the time frames do the same thing. One of the time frames are 2-day time frames. Then I'm looking at 6-hour time frame inside, let's say here, to do the same thing. Show me strength with respecting EMAs, with respecting higher time frame structure, which would be 2-day at this point, and etc. And then inside here, I'm going on 1 hour and doing the same thing, confirming this with EMAs, etc. So at the moment, I have double distribution MBs on 2-day time frame, and that's the only thing I'm interested in. Sells, only sells. And yeah, on 6-hour time frame, we have 1 MB, 2nd MB, 3rd MB. We are in delivery phase. We are from stage 1. We are in a stage 2 with potential stage 1, and then huge probabilities of a stage 2 if tariffs stays on and nothing changes and everything keeps on going into shit. Then we will probably have something like this and drop down again. And yeah, so for the next weeks, what I'm expecting at this point, at this moment, of course, market is too extended for me even to sell it. I need at least some kind of flush or liquidity to be taken. I don't look at some kind of through-day opens, weekly opens, or whatever. I'm looking just at some kind of liquidity. I don't care what it is. For example, right here, I needed some kind of flush. We have a flush. We have a flush. We have a flush. We break down to the higher time frames, direction, and we keep on selling. I don't care what kind of lows or highs it takes, liquidates, fair value gaps or imbalances it fills. I don't care that it filled all this imbalance, and then I can just sell. I just want to see a liquidity to be taken. And at this point, we could say, let's say we make something like this, we chop around, and next week we do something like this at the start of the week, maybe again, and then start to break down. And at this point, once we have first MB, second MB inside here, I'm looking to sell. So yeah, but on macro and on economic situation, I think we are in a bearish market for, I would say, for next half a year at least. And if it gets worse, then we will go into even deeper than a recession. So yeah, that's it for this video. Comment down below what are your thoughts and etc. And yeah, and feel free to join our Discord. It's completely for free. We are posting entries that we take, and yeah, it's not a signal group. It's just a Discord community where you can talk with other members that like to trade and just trying to make money trading these markets and these crazy times. We have also Twitter tracker. Of course, it's not anything important. I'm not trading. It's not like meme coins. I'm not trading because of some kind of news that comes out. I just like to know what happens in the world. For example, we have fucking lost $1.5 trillion in at market opening. Fantastic. So So yeah, if you want to join, and see you guys in the chats, and yeah.